Here on Redlands Coast, to complete any work on council-owned land, occupiers must seek landowners' consent from council. This consent is a formal letter from council which stipulates the terms and conditions that you are required to follow when completing your project. The landowner's consent has four main sections of process: strategy, planning, delivery, and outcomes. The strategy stage is where your organisation should work with council to create strategies to get what you want. Step 1 is to contact Redlands City Council. Once you have an idea about a facility improvement, contact council so that they can run you through the landowner's consent process. Step 2 is to check if your new project is identified within your strategic plan. You must ensure that upgrades or improvements to facilities come from an identified need, and it is recommended that organisations take proactive measures to anticipate when facility upgrades will be necessary. The planning stage is where Redlands City Council is provided with all the necessary information so that they can show their support for your project. Step 3 is to fill out a project plan. Once you have contacted Redlands City Council and decided to progress with your project, you will then need to complete a project plan and provide any relevant supporting material. If you are applying for a grant, council can provide you with a letter of support. Alternatively, should your project be approved by council in its entirety, council will provide you with a full landowner's consent letter. If you are not applying for a grant, go straight to Step 7. Step 4 is the review process for grant application reliant. Council officers will review the documentation provided, and if the project is supported, then a letter will be provided supporting your grant application. Step 5 is grant funding approval. If your organisation is successful in obtaining a grant, then you should contact Redlands City Council immediately to advise them of your success. Step 6 is to revise your project plan. If after your grant application has been successful, and if any of your final plans, costs and supporting information has changed, you will need to send it in to council as the revised project plan. Step 7 is the review process for landowner's consent. Council officers will review the documentation provided, and if the project is supported, then a landowner's consent letter will be provided. The delivery stage is where approval is given and construction can begin. Step 8 is project delivery. Most not-for-profit groups rely on volunteer support to assist with completing many improvements. However, it is imperative that any works that are completed on-site are undertaken by licensed personnel who are licensed under an Act to perform the work being carried out. The outcome stage consists of asset information being captured by Redlands City Council once your project is complete. Step 9 is project sign-off. When you have finished your project, you must provide confirmation of project completion to Redlands City Council. This can include capturing asset information from you in order for an accurate record of what assets are located on council land to be obtained. Should you require any further information in relation to your project, please feel free to contact Redlands City Council during business hours. Head to Redlands City Council Sport and Recreation page to submit your application.